So good morning, happy Friday. This has been a really good week. Again, thank you for understanding and being so helpful yesterday when we had that power outage at my house, and it kicked me off of the internet. Thank y'all. So yesterday you wrote stories, and you some of you sent them to me. You wrote stories, and so what we're gonna focus on today is illustrations and how illustrations can help your story, and also just what illustrations are. So when I say illustration, what does the word illustrate mean?
To draw something.
To draw something. So when we're talking about an illustrator, we're talking about someone who draws things. They draw, not only do they draw things, because there's a difference between an artist and an illustrator. Artists draw things that inspire them, draw things based off of places that they've been. Whereas, illustrators illustrate based off of the story. They draw pictures that go with the story and help project the story along. So we're gonna watch a quick video about a famous children's illustrator, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about what your assignment is gonna be.
Today we'll be interviewing Chris Horton, and we'll be seeing some of his work and how he does it as well.
We'll be discovering what he does in the day and asking him other questions.
Whoa, that's cool.
My name is Chris Horton, and I'm an illustrator and designer, and I write children's books and make apps, toys and rugs and all sorts of things. Yeah, this is Hat Monkey. You can talk to him on the phone. Hello, Monkey. Can you hear me? This is my studio space, and this was a South African artist. I just love his expression and the pattern. That's where that comes from.
That makes it a little bit more 3D.
It looks like it's his fur.
Exactly,
If you drew it,
yeah.
you won't be able to see that. Why do most of your books have animals inside of them?
We know animals are very different from us. You can exaggerate that difference and make it a more funny drawing. If you would imagine he was a human rather than a bear, and he'd look like almost like a monster. The easy thing about collage is I can kind of move them around.
Yeah.
Whereas with a drawing, it's stuck. But usually my books take 2 years. The first year is all about coming up with the story and the ideas. The second year, I'm more doing the artwork. Each one of these panels is one of the pages in the book. And I would just cut out the characters, and I can kind of make a big mess. And then I scan it into the computer. I just used a camera. So you can see my feet there, just sort of taking photos. I changed the colors a little bit. The characters are very similar, but I just moved them around. So we could all have a go, maybe, of doing the little funny men on the way to catch a bird. Does that sound like fun?
What would you call yourself and why?
I'm a kind of a designer who has got into writing. I always think about how the page is going to look first, and then I think of the words afterward. You can do your own guy.
How would you describe your artistic style?
I try and make things as simple as possible. Flatten all the colours so that they're all just one plain colour, and try and highlight bits that I want to highlight. He's great.
When you was young, what artist made you want to be like them?
When I was in secondary school, I visited an illustrator, and all he did all day was just drawing. I was amazed that this was a thing you could do all day. Right after that, I was pretty sure I just wanted to go to art college to be kind of illustrator.
I think it's really cool, and it's fun as well because you don't have to look really perfect. You can just cut around to like however you want, like really roughly, and stick on, and it still looks really good.
All right, y'all. So that was an illustrator. He's out of the UK. The UK is the United Kingdom, which is, the area where Britain is, London, all of those are kind of in that area, the United Kingdom. So what was something that interested you about the video, Maya? What's something that caught your attention?
How he did the pictures and how he like when he take the pictures he always went in the laptop and he always fixed it up by the colors and stuff, and then he would just like write the words.
Right. So he used a lot of technology when he created his pictures. He didn't, just sit and draw them. He went in and he photoshopped them and changed the colors and all those kind of things. So he took a lot of time to fix those photos good. Daniel Evans, what's something that you noticed about the video that stood out to you, that you liked, that you didn't like? Daniel Evans, can you hear me?
Yes.
What's something that you liked about the video?
I think she liked it.
Or something that stood out to you about the video?
That.
I'm gonna give you time to think. I'm gonna go to Alasia and then I'm coming back to you. So when I come back, make sure you have an answer. Alasia, what's something that stood out to you about the video?
What stood out to me was how the illustrator was proud to answer all of the questions that they asked.
Yeah, so the illustrator was very proud to answer the questions that the kids had for him. He was very interested in what they wanted to know, and he gave them a very, very specific answer. And that's important as well, as that when you ask a question, someone's open to listening to you and really taking the time to answer your question. So that's really cool. Something that I noticed that I liked about the video was that he didn't draw anything. And I thought that was very interesting because in a lot of my favorite books, what they do is they draw their hand drawing. So I'm going to show you an example real quick. 1 second. So y'all remember this book, right? Each Kindness. Y'all remember when we read this? So what I like most about this book is the fact that it's drawings. I feel like the drawings are just beautiful. Like this is the actual painting. You know what I mean? Whereas with him, he made collages of just paper, and he was able to make these really, really good characters out of just paper. And I think that's very fascinating that he was able to do that. I've never ever seen um, an illustrator do that before. So that was really, really neat to me. Okay. So for your assignment today, it's gonna be a fun one. I feel like it's gonna be a fun one because you're not gonna have to, write anything or anything like that. So your goal is to go through and create illustrations that go along with your story. Now, there's not a certain amount that you need to create. You can create however many you would like. I just ask that you create at least more than one. And so and you can create them however. You can draw them, you can add color to them, you can do kind of some of the things that he did, make a collage and make characters. You can use different tools to make characters. Like one of your characters can be a straw, another character can be a pipe cleaner. You can use whatever you like, use any kind of creativity, and create illustrations that go along with your story. Okay. And then whenever you're done, as always, send me take a picture and send it to me on Five Dojo so that you can, so that I can see your illustration. Do y'all have any questions about your assignment today? Okay, as always, if you need help, just feel free to send me a message. I hope y'all have a really, really good weekend. Make sure that you get some rest this weekend, or that you go outside and you play and you have however much fun you want to have. And I will see y'all on Monday. Bye.
Bye.